Hi, everyone. I wanted to go through just the main, basically names of people I have found in my research on the Davis side, not just the Davis, but my dad's side. Just all the people that we have found to be related to us. I think it's such an interesting thing. And there's actually a lot of information. Some of these people have like pictures and stuff like that that if you want to, I can go into further, but there's kind of a lot of information. So I'm going to be kind of skimming over this time. And if you want more information, I can get it to you. So here we go. Starts with Robert G. Davis, my dad, and Patrick Davis. Let's go down to the Davis line first. So Patrick Davis, his dad, Alphonsus M. Davis. I have some pretty cool pictures of him. So great grandpa Davis, he was a pretty cool man. His dad, John Newton Davis. And by the way, I also confirmed this with my great aunt and my great uncle who have the same information. And so at least this line is confirmed with them. And my great aunt Kathy too. So John Newton Davis, his dad was John William Davis, 1823. He was from West Virginia, and his dad, Middleton Davis. Now, Middleton was a farmer. He had actually a Davis family grave site in Virginia where he lived, and Nancy Cross, his wife, and there's actually quite a bit of information about these two. So some of these people in our family were a part of, like, not necessarily, I can't remember if this one was specifically, but some people were a part of the Revolutionary War and the Civil War. So I hope I can remember. If not, you can ask me and I'll look it up. So these are some of the things that came with Middleton Davis, our ancestor. He looks totally stern. 1800 I'm sorry, 1806 is when he was born. There's actually a story about him that if you're interested, I can get to you. And Middleton had a lot of information about him, which was pretty cool. Not everybody has this much information and documents that talk about them. So this was pretty cool. I also got some of this from like my aunt. My great aunts had a lot of information about him as well. So actually, let's go back. So Middleton, 806, his dad, Isaac Davis, which I don't have a lot of information about him, but born in 1783 in Pennsylvania and died in West Virginia. Now this is kind of usually where my family, our family, had kind of gotten stuck, but Trevor and I had kind of dug a little bit further, and we found that there's a few more, at least, ancestors that we found. John Davis is Isaac Davis's dad, and Elizabeth Betsy Dolman Davis, his mom, Virginia again. Keep going. Owen Davis, 1734, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Anna Webren. Owen Davis's dad was Thomas Davies. So there was a change of name there. This is pretty common, actually, back in the day, where they would actually, like, when they came into the country or for whatever reason, if it was more acceptable in a certain way, they would change your name slightly. So Thomas Davis in 1709 was born. At some point he changed, there was a change of name from him to Owen Davis here. From Davies to Davis. His dad, John George Davies, in 1668, was from This one says he was born in Wales, but then eventually moved to the United States. His dad, John Robert Davies, was from England, which is not that far from Wales, so it could make sense. So, his dad, Rogerus Davies, also from England. And the last of the Davises, or Davies, also from England. All right, let's kind of go back a little bit. So that's just the Davis line. All right, the crosses, or well, let's see. Nancy Sinclair, which was Isaac Davis's wife, Virginia. Let's go from there a little bit more and we'll just go down. We're in still Virginia, Nathan Sinclair. Here we go. So Isaac Davis married Nancy and Sinclair, and Nancy's dad was from Scotland, Aberdeen, Scotland, but moved to West Virginia at some point during his life. Betsy Sinclair, they must have met in the United States. They both were from Virginia. Well, at Virginia, so. All right, Nathaniel Sinclair, 1707. Apparently was from Maryland. That could actually be a mistake, that the birthplace, because his dad was also from Scotland. William John Sinclair II, Berwickshire, Scotland, but then moved to Baltimore. So it's interesting. There could have been some moving back and forth. There could have been, it's possible. This is what we've seen so far. And these are documented. Everybody who's on here has to have a document of some sort to prove that this person is connected. Now we do the best we can to make it accurate, of course, but sometimes things are not always clear. So we do the best we can, is basically what we say. His father, William Sinclair, Maryland, died in Scotland. So there was some back and forth. And then John Sinclair. So, all right. Not much more there. Virginia, Maryland, and this person, England to the United States as well. All right, let's go back. The crosses. Virginia, remember, was married to Middleton. I'm sorry, Nancy Cross, married to Middleton Davis, but they lived in Virginia. Her dad was from Virginia as well. Mary Margaret Lake, her mom. There's pictures of these places. This is the Davis family cemetery, by the way, at their house. And from Virginia, Richard Cross's mom, Virginia, William Lake. All right, and that is all we have. Let's see. Actually, maybe I should check. And Redmond Lake, Maryland, Virginia, and that's all we could actually get this so far. All right, let's go down. Isaac, Virginia. Some of these people have, like, their gravestones on there. I think that's pretty interesting, showing where they're from and a little information about them. Henry Stevens Jr., Virginia. Connecticut, still in the United States. Rhode Island. Okay, year 1653. Now this is something interesting. 1653, that's very early settler. She was born at Plymouth, Ruth Scant, and died in Connecticut. William Scant, born in 1630, Massachusetts, very early on. Sarah Brown was from England, but died in Massachusetts. So she must have been one of the very early settlers. And I don't know much about these two. Joan Hemp or Hoskin, Cornwall, England. Cornwall, England as well. So some of these people go all the way back to the early settlers, which is pretty fantastic, I think. So that's just the Davis side. Now, the Dowling side, which I also got information from my great aunt Marianne about the Dowling side. It's pretty interesting. So Agnes Bridget Dowling, Idaho, died in Baker, Oregon. All right. Andrew Dowling from New Brunswick. Francis McClellan from Maine, but then moved to Idaho. Jeremiah Dowling, this guy, this ancestor looks so tall. It's pretty cool. I like, all right, let's see. He was from Ireland, but moved to the United States during his life. Or I'm sorry, not the United States, Canada, New Brunswick, Canada. I apologize. So he's from Ireland and then moved to Canada. This was very common in our family as well. There's a lot of people from Canada. Check out this ancestor. Look at him. He looks so tall. Very cool. I like this picture. All right, let's go back. All right, so we were the Dowlings. Jeremiah's dad is Andrew Dowling from Ireland. Dowling, it kind of gets little that we know really honestly from there. Anastasia McEvoy from Ireland. And then Bridget Glennon and John Glennon, Ireland to Canada again. All right. So the Dowling mother, Frances McClellan, she was from Maine, went to Idaho. Her dad is from Ireland. Her mom's from Ireland and then moved to San Francisco. Patrick McAndrew from Ireland to Maine. So very Irish side, this Dowling side. All right. Now, great grandma Davis. Oh man, there are some cool, I want to show you pictures of great grandma Davis on here too. Look at this picture of when she was just a little girl. I just love it. She's so cute. Okay. Here's her in 1951. There's her as a young woman. She's 6 here, I believe. That's her. And one more was put on here. Oh, it's so small. I wish it was bigger, but as a young woman as well. So pretty cool. All right. I should have her death date. I don't know why it's not on there, but we can always add that in later. Rhoda Ann Decker, her dad, Raymond Jacob Decker from Nebraska. Like I said, there's some pretty cool pictures on here, but can't do everything. So if you want them, I can always just get them for you. Jacob Wicks Decker. He was from Ohio, moved to Idaho. Abel Decker, New Jersey to Iowa. there was some moving around of the United States. Looks like New Jersey, William H. Decker, whose dad was Isaac Decker Jr. from New York, the colonial America. Let's go continue on. His mom was from New York. His dad, New York, super early on, 1659. Looks like died in the United States. Let's go. Look at this guy's hair. I love this one. Reverend. This is a very long name and it includes a lot and stuff. So you can read that. Born in the Netherlands and died of a shipwreck off Swansea, Wales. Died at sea. This guy must have a cool story. So he was a reverend, he was a pastor. So that was pretty interesting. He was a powerful minister in the United States and also powerful hair. I love that. So honestly, that hair is pretty fantastic. So this guy, like I said, there's some pretty cool stories in here. All right, let's go back. Okay. All right, I think, okay, so we were in the Deckers. Deckers. We were in, let's see. This guy, yes, with the awesome hair. Okay, his father was from the Netherlands. Now the Netherlands isn't really that far from like France and Germany, so it's pretty, still centrally located, Europe. Netherlands. I think these are such cool names. Some of them they're not exactly sure, maybe like either how to spell them or exactly how to say them, but this is like what they had given. So some of the records, people handwrite or they listen to somebody say it and then they write. So there's like a lot of variations to the names and they're not the best, like, records sometimes. So they do the best they can. 1500 in the Netherlands. That's pretty cool. Maria Konik, Netherlands. Netherlands.
So they're Dutch.
Indeed. Netherlands.
They speak Flemish.
Cool. And 1500. Okay, let's go on. See if there's anything else here. Netherlands. Okay. Very cool. Let's go back down from the guy with cool hair, the Reverend. Down here, his mom, Susanna van Ruteveld, Netherlands, and died in Belgium. All right, Netherlands. Also Netherlands. And so there's just like obviously nothing but Netherlands on this side of our family, but pretty awesome. I think that's pretty cool. So let's go back a little bit further. All right, New York. I like this his picture here. Martinus Hoffman. He's from Sweden, but moved to New York in his life. All right, this person was from the Netherlands and then moved to New York. Estonia. And then moved to New York. Hi, Sparkles. All right, Netherlands again. Netherlands, Netherlands, and Netherlands. So pretty cool side of our family. All right. That is the Decker side of our family. Now the Decker, Raymond Jacob Decker's mom, Tabitha Stubblefield. This is her here. Born 1857 from Missouri and died in Idaho. This is her dad, Edward Stubblefield from Ohio, and her mom, Lucy Sullivan from Tennessee. All right, Stubblefield first. Virginia, Missouri, Edward Stubblefield, Virginia, and the last person we could find on here is from Virginia as well. All right, Tabitha Funk, who married into the Stubblefields, from Kentucky, Virginia, and looks like Virginia. All right, Tabitha's mom, Lucy Ann Sullivan, daughter of Joseph Sullivan, Tennessee, moved to Iowa sometime in their life. All right, there's some more information about these people. So if you ever wanted to know more about them, I can get it to you. So Narcissa Duncan, Virginia to Iowa, Virginia to Iowa. And that is all we know about the Stubblefields. So very cool. All right, that's just the Decker side. Now, great grandma Davis, or Decker, her mom, Nellie Mae Shearer, born in Nebraska, died in California. Let's look at her side of the family. Jacob Shearer, 1854, Levi Shearer. Let's just go to him. Okay. I'm not sure about this picture and stuff like that. Not sure. So there's, I guess, a picture of him. Sometimes they would like take pictures after they had died and stuff like that. And not sure that could be in this case, but maybe not. So he was born in 1813 in Ohio. All right. This is an interesting part of our family, and I'm gonna go back. Okay. We were under the Shearer part. I must have gone back too far. Levi Shearer, Jane Shearer, and then it's gonna go to Daniel Shearer, North Carolina. This is, and now this is gonna get into a different part of our family. Catherine Yeasel, and that is a Jewish name from Kentucky. All right, so her dad, Jacob Yeasel Sr., from Baden, Germany. I can't say this. Württemberg, Germany. Now, I did look this up. These people were a group of Jewish people that settled in Germany and then came over later on. So it was pretty cool. So this part, we do have some Jewish in us. And so you get some really Jewish names here. Yeasel from Baden, Germany.
Lizzie, get down.
Oh my goodness, Lizzie just got on the couch.
Ashkenazi. Ashkenazi. That's the type of
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So Trevor just reminded me that the group that they were from was
the type of
the type of Jew, I guess, is called the Ashkenazi and stuff, which was a group of Jews who lived in the Rhineland Valley in the neighboring well these people were from Germany and stuff like that. Our sect was. So all right, Easel, Germany, Baden, Germany. Let me get her off the couch. I can't
Lizzie.
believe she got on.
Come here, girl.
Germany,
Let's go.
Germany. Hans, Isel, see, Ashkenazi Jew surname. So this is where we got that information from this person here. And he's from Baden, Germany. Jacob Meyer, Zimmerman. I like that name. Isaac Isel, Jewish surname, Baden, Germany. Germany, Mayer, Germany, Zimmerman, Brickheimer. I like that one. So, all right. Isel. It just gives some more. And this one actually, so apparently this, if you go far enough back, apparently this part of this, the Jews were actually from earlier from Switzerland. So they're from Bern, Switzerland. Then they moved to Germany. So there was some moving around. Bern, Switzerland, 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 and Switzerland. Okay. Germany, Germany, and Germany. Okay. So very interesting, I thought. So Swiss and German Jewish people that are our relatives. I think that's pretty neat. So that in Germany. Ooh. Okay. Germany. Württemberg, Germany. Okay. And that's as far back as I could really go. So I thought that was interesting that we have some Jewish in us though. All right, let's keep going back. That's the Yeasel side, which is going back down from the Shearer side. Okay, Jane Shearer, Ohio, Daniel Strader. Carolina, Germany again, and Pennsylvania, born in Pennsylvania. Prussia, Peter Ermeister, Germany, Christian Ermeister, Germany, Prussia, Germany, 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 Germany. Anna Brinnick, Germany. Johann Brinke or Brink, Germany. 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 That's a Johann's. And see, like, this is what happens whenever there's a new person that could potentially be this person's parent. They must have found, like, they must have found some information on a document and then they give it to you here for potential people. Okay. And that is it for the, let's see. Johann Striders and a Stauffer is from Pennsylvania. Let's go on her side. Nothing there. Okay. Jane Shearer. And that is it actually for this side. For the father's side of Shearers, let's go to the mother's side. Rhoda Ann Evans. Cool picture here of her from 1863, Iowa. Jesse Evans from, looks like Pennsylvania. Rhoda Martin from Illinois. I should look into that since I live in Illinois. All right. Rachel Bumgardner, Pennsylvania. North Carolina. Pennsylvania. Oh, this was another pastor. His name's Shadrach Mercer, North Carolina Reverend in 1740. So this guy has a story also about him, and they put it up here for you to see. From North Carolina. Pretty cool. There's people with a lot of hints like this have something about them usually. Like there's something special that somebody is trying to tell you about. So there's this notes from him. All right, I'm not going to take the time to, go ahead and go through it, but there's lots of things like this for different people. It's pretty neat. Let's go back. Okay, you are the share side. Okay. All right, Thomas Mercer, Virginia. So, all right, that's it for the Shearers and the Davises in general. Now we're gonna go to Virginia Lewin, my grandma, and then her dad, Lloyd Lewin, Claude Lewin from Oregon. Let's go on the Lewin side first. Emil Lewin, Germany, and that is all I know. Couldn't go very far from there. I might be able to dig some, more information up, but that's all it gave me at first. Iowa, Ida Evans, Meryl Evans, Minerva Blything. Wow, that's a cool name. All right, let's go up to the Evans first. Samuel Franklin Evans from Tennessee, and then died in California. Nancy Jane Locke. All right, it was able to give me more about her family. John Locke, her father. North Carolina, Sarah Dolan. All right. Looks like, all right. Looks like North Carolina, Queens, New York, Massachusetts, Mary Dougherty. Okay, 1650 again, Plymouth, super early. And that's all. All right. Sarah N. Dolan, let's go there. John Dolan, John Thomas Dolan, Ireland. All right. Mary Purcell from Ireland. John Purcell, England. Mary Bowden, not much about him. Whoopsies. All right, this is interesting. So we have Irish on this side, John Thomas Dolan. And then this person is actually a Native American, Anne Golden Hawk Powhatan Sizemore. Now, Powhatan is the tribe, and that is the same tribe as our Pocahontas, It's not her name, but like that's the, name that she goes by a lot. They were from Virginia. This is very interesting. So I cannot even say a lot of these like native names, so bear with me. But yeah, she was from Virginia. There's like a little bit more information. Let's go back. Where'd it go? Well, that's silly. Why did it do that? Dolan. Okay, so Anne Sizemore, which is her American name, her dad was Chief Eagle Plume Sizemore. Also from 1700, about, they're not even sure when his birth and death records are because there wasn't very good records, especially in Native communities at this time. But he definitely was the chief of this tribe about that time. And then, why does it keep doing that? Okay, Chief Sizemore here, his daughter Anne Sizemore married this Irish John Dolan and had our John Dolan son. Okay, anyway, Chief Sizemore's dad, William Sizemore, and Anne Sizemore. So this actually, yeah, I'm not sure about this honestly, and stuff like that. Sometimes they can kind of like repeat. So this could be, there's not much information really honestly there. So this is probably a repeating sort of mistake right here, but that's okay. All right. So on the other side, so this is half Irish, half Native person, John Dolan married Sarah, white woman killer Watts, also Native girl here and stuff. She's from Tennessee. Her dad, John Old Fork Tongue interpreter trader Watts. Okay, so this guy is an interpreter trader, and he was from Virginia. He died in Alabama. Her mom, Bird Clan sister of old. Yep, can't say that. Raven. From North Carolina, Cherokee, Alabama. Let's keep going. All right. Her dad, that name of the Cherokee Wolf Clan tribe in the 1695. This is so early. All right, married this girl from the Cherokee Paint Clan tribe. All right, whose dad was Indian, Cherokee, Delaware, Indian, 5 killer. These names, I tell you, so different than what we name our children. Cherokee mother, this is literally, they didn't even have a name for her. They just called her the Cherokee mother. I'm sure there was translation issues there. All right, from Cherokee mother and 5 killer, we have another chief, Chief Tamanad, Pigeon, 5 killer. Mom, another clan, Wolf Clan in 1650, Cherokee Nation. All right, Thomas Passmore, corn planter, little carpenter, Black Fox, Chief Black Fox, Matoya, Cherokee. All right. Tame Dome Matoy, Cherokee Nation again. So this is interesting. So there was some mixing of tribes, which makes sense. But this is the Cherokee over here. This, and then this actually, her dad was actually a, looks like Emperor Running Stream Chief of the Powhatan. his mother, Princess Powhatan of the tribe, Indian Brave. Okay, so if you can get all of that. Also in Tennessee, Powhatan again is where Pocahontas comes from. Did do it again. Dang it. Why does it keep doing that? So we go there. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Chief Poe of the Powhatan here. Sadie Bland Shawnee of the Powhatan. Okay. This person, chief of the Powhatan, Cocoam chief running stream, Powhatan tribe as well. Cornstalk. These are very, interesting names from Virginia. We're looking about 1570 right here. Chief Eagle Plume Shawnee descent. So there was some mixing of tribes here. Okay. Now, this is interesting. This person right here has picture, if you notice, of, let's see. This is a picture of, here, let's go like this. Oh, it's so small. It's like even smaller. Okay. This is a picture of Pocahontas, but her name was actually Matoaka from the Powhatan. And let's see, let's go back. 14th great grandmother. Now that is not Pocahontas. This is not Pocahontas. We did look it up, but hold on. Okay, it's not Pocahontas, but I believe this, let's see. I believe this is her younger sister. Pocahontas was the oldest daughter, and she married a Cocoam in her tribe, but then got kidnapped, and then they trained her, and then she I don't know if they say fell in love with a guy named John Rolfe, went to England, and that was that. Now this person, Matache of the Powhatan, was her younger sister. That's why Pocahontas's picture was on there, is because of the close connection there. Now this is her dad, Pocahontas's dad, and our direct descendant, her younger sister's dad, who is the chief of the Powhatan and stuff, and her mom, Dashing Stream. So early on, but I thought that was very interesting. Chief Eagle Plume. So these are all like mostly the chief and his family. So that is really interesting to me because we are related to Pocahontas, not directly, but indirectly, directly to her sister and directly to her parents. And indirectly, she is a relative of ours. So her name is actually Matoaka, but that is what we have for that. So, like, who knew that we would have Native American on this side? It was a very big shock, but it's very cool. I thought it was really neat. All right, let's go back. Minerva Blything is from, let's see, Oregon. George Blything, from England, and then moved to Missouri, Tennessee, and Scotland. Interesting. All right, so that concludes the Lewin side. Okay, Lloyd Lewin, his mom, Venita Russell. From Oregon, let's look if we have any from her side. John T. Russell, Iowa. Like really honestly nothing on that side. Mary Dessert, all right, California. Stephen T. Dessert. Let's see, Ohio to Oregon. These are cool old portraits. Missouri. Let's see, Pennsylvania. Sally Driver, these people have their headstones on here. Probably more information if you're interested. Illinois, very cool. Michael Daly. Missouri. Kentucky. Let's go farther in the deserts. Joseph Jean Dessert. See, 1756 from Belgium. Okay. Pennsylvania. Belgium again. Okay, in Belgium. Okay, so this part of our family is Belgium. All right, and that is actually it for the Russells. There's not much there. So that's Lloyd Lewin, which is grandma's dad's side. All right, now grandma's mom's side, Mary Ottolsoff. Mary Ottolsoff was the daughter of Vasily or William Ottolsoff. He's from Russia. Died in California. These were our relatives that actually immigrated from Russia to Los Angeles, I apologize. Masha or Mary Julian Destoff. They're actually from Voskresenskaya, Stavropol, Russia. And she died in 1944 in Los Angeles. And let's see. There's really, because of the time that they came over and stuff like that, and just like the poor quality of, documents and stuff like that, we really don't have anything else to go off of. Literally nothing else from her side. But yeah, so that concludes my dad's side, Robert G. Davis's side of the family. I hope you had some encouragement, and I hope that it was just interesting to you. If you want more information, I can get that for you. All right, thanks.